Now today on my motorhome I am going to check the brakes and the wheel bearings on this C-30. So I'm going to show you how I did it. First thing I'm going to do is loosen up these lug nuts while it's on the ground. Before I jack it up, I get in here with the strong arm and loosen these all up. I jacked it up and I chocked the front tire because you can't have the emergency brake on. I'm getting this off. There's one. There's two. Now, I'm going to say something about the jack. First of all, I got the jack under there and I got solids. Never use a block, a concrete block or cinder block. Make sure they're solid because they'll crush those concrete blocks. So now I'm getting all these bolts out. I loosened up by hand. Let's see if that axle comes out. Looks like it's going to come right out. Now next, I've got a little snap ring in here that holds that. So there's this key that goes right in there, like that. How I got that out was the magnet, because that wouldn't come out no way. Finally I pulled it out. That's that. And now, you gotta start moving that. So I got this all loosened up like that. That's that. It comes out this way. I see the bearing in there. Now it's coming out. I got to get this out without smashing my fingers. Brakes are really good. You can see the rivets in here. You could stick your finger way down there. That's one reason you know they're good. So now I'm just going to clean it up and make sure everything's working. Using some of this brake clean. Getting in there, making sure nothing's sticking. I looked in here and it has the bearing number. So I wrote the number down right here, LM Timken 104949, in case you ever want to know what that wheel bearing is. Whoa! So the guy who inspects these things, came over and looked at it so I can get it inspected. Okay, got that all back on. When you get it in there, just make sure that's tight. That's where it's supposed to go. Otherwise, sometimes it'll be too loose. We put our pin back in. That clip. I'm just going to put a little sealant on this. Real light because I don't want it leaking. That's going to help to hold that on there. Put our axles back in. Line it up with our screws. Then I went around all the bolts, make sure they're good and snug, and they're not going to loosen up on me. So I just went along with a little oil on my brush, make sure they're all oiled, help avoid a little rust. easier to get the tires in and off. And then I get the tires back on. Beautiful. My little plink in there. Get all my bolts started. Now I got it down off the jack. I'm gonna make sure these are all tight. And that's it. I'm all ready to roll again.